sunshine on my mind. My body gets to moving, and I've got a little time. 20 extra minutes, but 5 is all.
Welcome to another edition of the Morning Wood Show. As you can see, we're back on the couch, in a very bright room. So we both look kind of bright today, and we're well aware of that, and that's fine. That's fine. As you know, I am Richie Sky, and this is...
I am the legendary Jamal Maurice Bouvier.
Thrilled. So, we got a lot to talk about today, so let's get started.
Let's get started. Let's jump into our topics that we have for you today. But before we do that, I actually want to say that I think it's my halo that's making me shine so bright.
Like a diamond?
Like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. But anyway, as you all know by now.
Looking like Casper. I've always wanted to say that.
And you've had your moment. Mm-hmm. Can we move on?
And I haven't even had a drink today.
Can we move on?
Yes.
Okay.
As you see, we have on coats today because it's cold as in here.
I asked you if we could move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
Thank you. So, as you all know, Beyonce has released a sneak peek of something that may or may not be on her CD.
I don't think it's on the album.
Well, at this point, it has created so much controversy, it really doesn't matter whether it's on the album or not. Bow Down. So basically, the song is saying, in my mind, it's time for me to check y'all biatches.
Absolutely.
You know, because I think that people have been giving Beyonce so much heat these past 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, she went into the studio and she released her frustration.
I think that's all it was. I don't think it was really a knock at anybody in particular, but I think if you took offense to it...
Then it was for you. Hey.
You mad?
Anyway, speaking of being mad, Keyshia Cole.
Oh.
I don't know what has gotten into Keyshia Cole lately, but lately she has just been feeling the need to just voice her opinion on other artists.
I think she's just into our Destiny's Child.
I think she's just...
Did she go off for membership and get rejected?
I don't know. She wanted to join the
Was
group.
she out with Latavia?
She hanging out with Latavia, and Latavia's putting all this stuff in her head, and she's coming for the queen. You don't come for the queen.
No.
So basically, she's saying, you know, at first, you know, Beyonce's trying to be all self-righteous, and she's talking about how, you know, women should be strong and stick together. And she's like, oh, so basically now she wants us to bow down to her. You know, basically, yes. Basically, yes. I mean, especially you, Keyshia Cole. You know, I tried to get with Keyshia Cole. I love her music. I love her writing.
I actually do too.
And
I think she's phenomenal at some of the things that she does.
Some of the things that she, you know, she's put out, I really, really like. I just don't understand as an artist.
Except when Monica bodied her on her own song. Sorry. I had to say that. I did go there.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
But I like Keyshia Cole.
And I just think that artists should respect one another, you know, especially if she's not specifically saying Frankie's child, you know, don't come for the queen like that. Mm. Just don't. No, and furthermore,
I'm sure she'll be at the concert though.
I'm sure she'll be outside selling fish plates. Is that what people were posting, that she was outside selling fish dinners at the concert? Anyway, and in more controversy, Rush Limbaugh, oh my God. This guy is he just got it all wrong. He goes on to say that he likes Beyonce's bow down, and basically Beyonce is wanting women to bow down to their men. What?
It just sounds stupid.
I mean,
like really, come on now. We're going from independent women to...
That's not even what the lyrics are even
Listen to the song, Rush.
It's foolish. And then he's like, you know, and furthermore, she's even calling her show the Mrs. Carter show. She is Mrs. Carter. I don't
see anything wrong with that.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Mm. Anyway, so
Bye-bye.
We are still excited for the project. We are still excited for the tour. I don't have tickets at this moment, but I believe in God.
And I believe I can fly.
But anyway, it's just a clip. It's just a snippet or sneak peek of what, like we said, what could or could not be on the CD. But either way, you're talking about the Queen, and it is what it is.
Speaking of the CD, where is the album? Where is the music? Come on now, I need another single. That's all I'm saying. Beyonce, if you're watching the show, we need another single.
Because she watches this show.
I'm sure she does. In her spare time, I'm sure she's watching.
A show with the legendary Bouvier? Who wouldn't watch?
See.
Anyway.
Don't sell yourself short.
In other celebrity news, Miley Cyrus is twerking. I dare you to stand up and do that.
Really? Really?
Oh!
Bam! Twerkteam.
I just threw up in my mouth.
No, I liked the video. I thought it was cute.
I think Miley Cyrus is really coming into her own.
I do too.
She's trying to shake the whole Hannah Montana character and everything. I think it was cute too.
Yeah, you gotta kind of shake that child actor thing.
Well, she shook it.
She shook it.
If she never shook it before, she shook it. Okay, Hannah Montana is officially dead. I hope my little sister don't see this because she would just lose it if I tell her Hannah Montana was dead.
It's like saying there's no Santa Claus.
Just like
and we wouldn't say that. We wouldn't say that, kids.
We would not say that. No.
Not here.
But anyway, okay, after this, what I'm about to say next, I'm going to go on like a moratorium.
Why?
Of Chris Brown news.
Oh, gosh.
Because we talk about Chris every time we film, and I smile like this.
And I smile
when I
like
talk
this.
about Chris. Okay, so I was a big Glee fan. And if you all saw last week's Glee and you follow me on Facebook, you felt my anger and my disappointment at the writers of Glee.
Why?
So apparently, one of the characters, they were talking about their guilty pleasure. Mm-hmm. And one of the characters, his guilty pleasure song, well, they didn't say which song, but it was going to be a Chris Brown song. And so all of the cast members started going hard on him, talking about Chris Brown is whack, he's a monster, he's an abuser. And I'm sitting here like, really, Glee?
You mad?
Really. I'm very mad because I think that was tacky. It was very, very tacky, writers.
Yes.
For you all, and I'm giving y'all the finger and the head and the neck, because I was mad as hell. It was very tacky of them to do that. Chris Brown is still a young man, he's still a human, and my whole thing is there have been a lot worse things and a lot worse artists that you all have performed on that show, and I think it's time to just let it go. You know, Hollywood has this thing of really kicking people when they're down and pushing people over the edge. And like I was telling someone, I call it like the Whitney Houston effect. I think Hollywood did a really, really bad job of really pushing her limits, knowing that she needed help, you know, with all the stories and things that they posted about her. And they do that with a lot of these young artists when they're down. They just find them in the worst situations, the worst pictures, and they just keep just jabbing at them. You know, let people live. Let people make their mistakes and pay for their mistakes. I'm no longer a Gleek. I have officially resigned as a Gleek, and I will not watch that show anymore. And then they went on, he did a Bobby Brown song, and they went on to say, oh, you did something worse. You did Bobby Brown. He got Whitney Houston hooked on crack. Did you not do your research? Did you not just see the Oprah's Next Chapter when her brother said he introduced her to crack?
Crack is whack.
Very, very tacky. Very, very tacky. And we can't talk about Chris Brown without talking about
Hold
Rihanna.
on.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, we know.
You
want to. You want to because you posted it on my page. So this is my
I
only
didn't
thought
post
about
it
it.
on your page. I tagged you in that.
Whatever, it was on my page. I guess my only thought is this. I mean, we talk about this every week, I feel like, or every time we film. And I do not dislike Chris Brown. I love Chris Brown. I love his music. I just don't like some of his actions and the way they are put out there for the media to just suck up and, you know, report to us. That's it. I'm saying, like, you know, take a break for a minute. You know, go find yourself. Go to Hawaii, record your next album for like 6 months. Come back refreshed, you know. Don't deal with all this paparazzi stuff. Don't deal with everything. Ignore everything and just keep it moving. Keep it about the music. That's all I want. That's it. Next subject.
And in Rihanna news.
Perfect.
Rihanna's tour bus was pulled over in Canada.
Well, I guess they were going from Michigan to Canada.
Okay.
And I guess 10 of her buses were pulled over, but she was not on any of the buses. And the buses were smoked. They were
mechanical difficulties.
They were checked for marijuana. Like, I guess somebody smelled something while they were going through like immigration. I don't know, something like that. And somebody was, I guess, faced with a civil charge for possession or whatever, but she was not possessed. She was not in possession of any.
Okay. Well, that's.
But
good.
I mean, she has it on Instagram, so we know she got it somewhere. Maybe that was her person that carries the stash.
Maybe.
She was probably mad at him.
Leave people alone. I mean,
Me?
weed is so petty. Just.
It's a petty crime.
It's a petty crime.
You know, it's pretty much white collar.
Okay. And while we were on the subject of drugs, Lil Wayne had a seizure.
But, like, do we know what it was related to? Have they actually said that? First off, we're glad he's okay. Shout out to Lil Wayne and shout out to his health.
To his health and everything,
his health.
you know. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying that it was caused by drugs, but I'm just saying when you're someone who, you know, promotes heavy drug use and you come out and you say, yeah, I do ABC, XY, and ecstasy. Mm-hmm. That was cute. XY,
I like that.
ecstasy.
That was hot. Use it again.
That
later.
was for free. Mm-hmm. And then you know something happened to you like this. That's the first thing someone is going to say. They're going to say that it was, you know, you abusing your body, and
you know. But sometimes too, I mean, it's unfortunate that that's the case because sometimes people just have issues with seizures. You know?
Well, we never heard about him having seizures before.
But that can develop at any point.
It could have been a pre-existing condition.
It could have been. We just
that
don't know
was
about
caused
it.
by, you know,
and those types of things actually can exacerbate. You know,
right? They can trigger some of the genes that you have in your body that are malfunctioning. Okay,
not enough Grey's, Anatomy for you.
We just turned into the doctor.
Now we're WebMD.
Mm-hmm. But we're gonna get off that because we don't know anything about anything medical. Okay,
but we do want to say shout out to Lil Wayne and your team.
Right,
glad you're recovering.
because he watches the show.
He watches too. He watches too. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Everybody watching.
Kanye West is about to be a father. We all know, and it has been reported that he wants to name the baby North.
I like it.
I like it if his last name wasn't West.
I think that's hot. I mean, why not? Everything Kanye does, I love, so I'm good.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I think they're trying to one up Blue Ivy. That's what I personally think that they're trying to do. Think about that. But anyway, we have some movie news to talk about. There's some new movies out. There's some new movies coming. They're going to make Good Times a movie. Now, we have a wide range of ages that watch the show. Hello. If you don't know, Good Times was a 70s sitcom about a family that was struggling.
I never saw that.
In the projects. I don't know why you didn't see it.
I'm kidding.
But they're going to make that a movie, and I'm kind of like on the fence. I don't know. Because
who's going to play JJ?
And the thing about it, because at that time, JJ's character was really like a clown, but it kind of fit into those times. And I don't think it would fit into the times now. So I hope they don't make the movie. I hope the movie is not disrespectful. You know, because we live in a different time now. At that time, people could relate to that struggle that they were having because it was a struggle. I hope
maybe they're going to make like an updated version.
Just leave it alone. That's what I said. Just leave it alone. There is going to be Best Man Part 2.
Yes.
20 years later.
But Nia Long looks exactly the same.
Okay. And I saw The Call.
Did you like it?
I did.
I was on the edge of my seat. Well, first off,
The Call.
I had to get past Halle Berry in that old raggedy Whitney Houston wig. But once I did, I mean, you know I love Halle, but she was good. It was a great movie.
Yeah.
I loved every minute of it. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. If you haven't seen The Call, go see
The Call. The Call is a good movie. And also coming out soon, I don't know if it's this week coming, but The Temptation. Not The Temptation.
Oh, Temptation.
Temptation. Tyler Perry's movie Temptation, starring Journey Smollett. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yes, that's
I know her.
Correct. Brandy's also in it.
Brandy's in it.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim is in it?
I think she has a small role in that movie.
I
think so.
Girl on the Bus. I hope that's her role.
And not Girl on Fire.
And not Girl on Fire. And Lance Gross is also in the movie. One thing about Tyler Perry, I feel like once he employs you, he really keeps you working, and
I would do the same thing actually.
Yeah. You already
people
know
that I know I can work with, that I can rely on. That's who I want to keep around me. So you
Yeah.
always have a job when you come work for the Morning Wood Show, and we like you.
We will keep you around
forever,
for as long as we need you. Sips tea. Let's get into the reality roundup before we get in trouble.
You stays in trouble.
So coming back on Oprah Winfrey's own network is Iyanla Vanzant's Fix My Life, and I think it comes on April 13th. This season is going to be really, really interesting. There's going to be Sheree from Housewives of Atlanta. That? Sheba Sheree. Her and her husband, Bob, are going to work out their situation in front of Iyanla.
That's good.
I think it's going to be good for them, and everything.
I like that.
DMX is also going to be on, and I heard that he's going to really go hard at Iyanla. There will be some tears and some snot and some.
That makes the best shows.
Always, when somebody cries, you got a great show. I think I saw Lil' Kim. I'm not sure if someone can confirm that, but I think I saw a clip where this girl was laying on the couch and she looks like Lil' Kim. But these days we don't know what Lil' Kim really looks like, so it could have been some Asian woman.
Don't be coming for the queen bee. I still live for hardcore.
As far as I know, it could have been some random Asian woman or cat.
I'm not co-signing this joke.
Anyway.
Wait, so anybody else you think should be on
Fix My Life?
Fix My Life. Let's see. Who would you want to see on the show? I have one. Ooh, pick me. Chris Brown. Let me tell you why. I think it would be a perfect setup for his comeback. Bam. Not that he ever left. But I'm just saying, I think it would help re-energize his image. I think that would be awesome.
I'm down for anybody fixing their life.
I think it'd be awesome.
Who else would you want to see? I don't fix my life. Who could use a fixer-upper?
I mean, truth be told, we could all use a little fixing. I mean, that's just...
Okay. Well, we're going to go on.
That would be...
Fix my life. No, I'm not at that point yet. I'm sorry.
I am. Fix me. Fix me, Jesus.
Okay. Pick him. Because I'm good right now.
Well, listen, you're about to be on a reality show, another reality show, so you should go ahead and be prepared to live out your life.
Okay, after
all of your issues.
After we wrap up this show, City Boys, that I'm about to start shooting, I may need to be on Fix My Life.
Shout out to Anthony Anderson and the rest of the cast.
Shout out to Anthony Anderson.
Woo woo.
Sips tea. There is a new reality show that's about to start called Married to Medicine. It's another show in Atlanta. I tell you,
I'm gonna move to Atlanta because that's what you get on at.
But that's is why the property value is so low in Atlanta. Because
why? Everybody moving in?
All of this ratchetness that they're showing.
I think it's awesome. I can't wait to pitch my reality show to Andy Cohen at Bravo.
But anyway,
because I know he's watching the show.
He's watching the show.
I know he's watching the show.
Can I do this?
Okay. What?
So Married to Medicine is going to be about some high-profile doctors in Atlanta
and their wives.
And
some of the wives. Some of the wives are actually doctors as well.
Okay,
put that out there.
That's going to be a hot mess from a clip
I'm kind of excited about it.
I saw a fight already.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
What's a reality show without a fight?
But if I was a high-profile doctor, I would not risk my business to be on television acting a fool like that. I'm just sorry. Because if
I don't think either one of the doctors were fighting. I think it was two wives.
But still, I wouldn't have my wife on TV like that. Because, sweetie, that's our
bread and butter. But get this, it looks like from my vantage point, and we'll see, I guess, as the season plays out. And I was just reading an article. One of the creators, it looks like it was her and some other woman fighting. Now, let me tell you something. That's like Shawnee on Basketball Wives getting into a fight with like Tammy or somebody like that. Like, you the creator of the show. What you doing fighting?
I know. But let me tell you what you won't do. You won't see me on anybody's television fighting.
You say that now.
You won't see that.
We'll see by the end of the season.
Now, I may mace a hoe, but you won't see me fighting on television. I'm a child of the Most High King. You will
It's
not.
interesting to me because I wonder if these people would be fighting in like real life, like
real
outside
life,
of like.
right.
I mean, because I don't really. I mean, God forbid I ever come into this situation. But I mean, I think at this age that I'm at right now, I can't. Right. I'm not trying to engage in that.
Right. The last time I was in a fight, I was probably 12.
Yeah, it's like what do we need to fight about?
Right.
What's that important? I don't know.
Whatever. Also, from Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore, she had some comments for the husband. She said that they're acting like catty midgets.
Rhymes with
twitches and witches
and snitches.
Bitches.
You see?
Anyway, she, and I kind of agree with her. You know, this season, I think, you know, they're really highlighting the little chatter from the husbands. And I think
that's all it is, though. It's a little chatter.
It's a little chatter, but it does look a little messy to show men doing what they're doing. That's never attractive to me at all.
No, it's not.
Especially with...
I think if it didn't involve Walter, who is like one of their boys, I don't think they would be in it as much. But
right, you know, they're at the parties waiting to see what's going to happen, and it's unattractive to me. Mm-hmm. But one thing I saw while we were talking about Kenya, the last episode, she was saying she never saw Walter with an erection, and you know, this is the Morning Wood show, and good wood is what we like. Mm-hmm. Now, how is it that you are pressuring a man to marry you, and you have never seen him excited?
You know why? Because the whole thing was a sham.
It was a sham and a muck. You gonna marry somebody you haven't seen.
That is one thing that I don't like about certain reality shows, and I don't know which ones do this, and I don't know that all of them do this, but I think some storylines could be fabricated. I don't like that. If you're gonna have a reality show, let it be based in reality, because guess what? Reality is always stranger than fiction. Right. There's got to be something else going on in your life that you can highlight versus this faux relationship that is going to eventually come out. I mean, it wasn't even, the drama that we're seeing now, knowing that it's not real, it's not even fun to watch.
It's not even entertaining at all. It's just not. Anyway, Candy from Real Housewives of Atlanta is suing, what's the guy's name? Kim.
And rightfully so.
You know, 3 years later.
But rightfully so. Let me tell you why she's suing her, though. You know why.
I know why she's suing her. But my whole thing is, you know, Candy should have handled her business up front. You've been in this business long enough to know what you need to do, friend or not. You know what you need to do to get your money because you have lots of it. And I just think that she should have done that from jump. You could have saved yourself this heartache now, and you could have saved yourself a friendship.
That's true.
You know, handle your business.
Yeah, I think so too. I think at this point now, it's kind of like, sometimes I hesitate. When we talk on the show about artists, I hesitate to say my exact opinion because I always think to myself, you know, what if we have an opportunity to work with them? But I have to give my opinion about this. Right. I kind of feel like, you know, with that situation, Candy has enough money. Clearly, we see that.
What is enough money?
Well, what I'm saying, she clearly has.
Call her and ask her, does she have enough money?
I'm sure she could argue with that, but I mean, from the vantage point of someone who's like not really there,
who don't have enough money.
Well, who don't have enough money yet. You know, I'm looking at it like, you know, she probably doesn't really need it. I think it's probably more the principle of this situation than anything else.
You know, and just thinking of it and just thinking about what I'm about to start doing, it may have been in their contracts where they couldn't sue a cast member.
It could have been.
You know, it may have been in their language of their contract. So Kim is no longer on the show.
You're right about that. That makes sense. That makes absolute sense.
I just become an expert like
that. Makes sense.
That makes sense.
So that would make everything I just said null and void.
Null and void.
Bam.
Speaking of divas, R&B divas will be coming back soon. I think this season is going to be Kelly Price, Shantae Moore, Lil Mo.
Well, this is the LA version.
This is the LA version.
Yeah.
Yes.
Claudia Ortiz from City High.
Yes.
And
Dawn from En Vogue.
I think that should be exciting.
I think it's going to be exciting too. I think it's going to be better than the Atlanta show.
You think so?
Yeah, because you know the Atlanta show was not that it was a bad show, but I only saw one episode, and it wasn't. I didn't see that episode.
You still haven't seen the episode?
I have not seen my cameo appearance.
You're a loser.
No, I'm just so up there. I don't have to see myself on television. Who does that? Anyway, American Idol is moving right along with Nicki Minaj as a judge. And you know, a lot of people were talking bad about Nicki being a judge, but
she's the best judge on the show.
The best judge. And I tell you why she's the best judge, because Nicki gives real life advice. She gives real life critiques. And not just this industry mumbo jumbo. She tell you how it really is. You look good. You know, you look like you're afraid to sing the song, or you look like you didn't want to sing the song.
You didn't want to sing that song.
Right. Nicki is telling it like it is, and while Mariah is on the end, throwing all these eye jabs and eye rolls, and just Mariah's not giving anything.
I think
to be such a giant.
Right. I think to be where she is and to be getting paid the amount that she's getting paid, and I have to say this, I don't think she's given enough compared to Nicki. Because Nicki, I feel like, is giving passionate critiques.
Exactly.
You know, as someone who cares about what is going on right in front of them. And I feel like, conversely, Mariah is kind of just sitting on the end of the panel looking pretty and being polite. And sometimes polite is just don't get it.
Those eyes aren't polite. Those eyes are giving very much.
I mean, I don't care. You know, it seems to me, from my perspective, now that we've gotten to the live shows, Nicki is paying her dust, as you people like to say.
Yes, as we like to say. Dust, honey.
You know, she's not paying her any attention. And I'm thinking, you know, Mariah should probably take a cue from that and do the same thing and give the critiques that I know that she's probably capable of giving.
Give these up-and-coming artists
because they want Mariah. Exactly. They need that Mariah, you know, either encouragement or advice because she's lived it for so long. Right. I'm just, I'm a little bit disappointed by her on the show. But I got every album. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Okay, I like her. Oh, speaking of fans, she calls her fans lambs. Girl.
You just now know that.
I just, you know, because Beyonce has the Beehive, Nicki has the Barbs, Tamar has the Tamartians. Somebody else has something else. I have the Bouvettes. Hey, shout out to all the Bouvettes out there. Sky Nation.
Sky Nation, yes.
Baby. That's cute. Mm-hmm. So we have our own little fan clubs. Oh, Rihanna has Rihanna Navy.
Mm-hmm. Sierra has C Squad. Body Party.
I can't move my face. Sierra has fans? Oh my God.
Don't listen. I'm gonna push you off the edge. Randomly, it's snowing outside. I just thought you all should know that. We do this rain, sleet, snow, whatever. We're here for you. Back to the show.
Back to the show that we're about to wrap up.
Oh, you mean it all? We're almost done.
We're almost done, but we can't be done without talking about First Friday Social Networking Happy Hour.
Listen, if you don't know and you don't go, then you pretty much don't exist.
You don't exist, man.
Come on now.
First Friday Social Networking Happy Hour is at Mobile Lounge, DC. We've been doing this for a minute. Every week, it gets crazy packed. It is growing.
The crazy thing is I always see people I've never seen
before. I've never seen before.
So I love that.
Dates
I absolutely love
things.
that. I'm just DJing and having some drinks, you know, doing my thing.
And I'm just being social.
But it's a lot of fun. And we encourage you all to come out and visit. Yes. You know, if you're in the DC area and you are watching us from abroad or across the country,
fly.
Come on in. That's how we do it at Mobile Lounge.
At Mobile Lounge, the next one is April 5th. And if you are coming, I just want to let you know that we will be, not we as in us, but the production team for City Boys will be filming, so you may even get a cameo. Yeah. And you have something really special for a campaign for our Youth Pride Services.
Yes. So if you're watching the show today, you will know that it is Wild Out Wednesday. It is Hump Day. That's the day that we premiere our show. Today is also going to be the Morning Wood Show 2020 Day. We are supporting the YPS Youth Pride Services. We are supporting them in their campaign to raise money. So what we are asking you to do today, and I'm going to do it today.
And I'm going to do it today.
He's going to do it today. We're going to donate $20, and we're going to actually have their information up on the screen for you to see right here for where you can go to donate and give and support. Because let me tell you something, these are some really talented kids from across the nation. And when I tell you, like, some of the things that I've seen them do are quite amazing. Just some of the works that they've written, some of the things that they've produced, and some of the things that they do. It's so encouraging to see our youth who are in the LGBT community, like, just doing it and not afraid. You know what I'm saying? So take a second out of your day, whether you are gay, straight, bi, Puerto Rican, Haitian, whatever you are. Just take some time out to support. That's all I gotta say. Yes, I said all of the above.
I'm okay. This is a very moving moment. So I'm not even gonna let him have it for all that he just mixed.
I mixed it all in like some gumbo.
Boom. Mm-hmm. Anyway, thank you all for watching the Morning Wood Show. We have some great shows coming up. We're gonna talk about friendships. We are going to talk about being a lesbian. He's a lesbian. And we're also going to have just some very exciting people on the show that we're trying to get these shows out of the queue and get them delivered to you all so that you can continue watching us and sharing and spreading the word and liking us and asking us for autographs. Someone asked us for an autograph last time and we were not prepared because the one that ever asked for an autograph. But we will have an ink pen next time.
I'm signing boobs and cheeks.
Well, y'all know what I'm signing. If you know me, you know I'm going, I won't say it on the air. But I am always the legendary Demar Maurice Bouvier.
And I'm Richie Scott.
And this is The Morning Wood Show. Peace.
Yeah. When I